Animals. That's how the President of the United States described some who come across the border illegally.
Welcome to this week's Wacky Moments of Liberal Expression, a week where the liberal media really just completely jumped the shark. It's all over an animal comment made by President Trump.
I want to share what Trump said yesterday when he was talking about sanctuary cities in California.
We have people coming into the country or trying to come in. We're stopping a lot of them. But we're taking people out of the country. You wouldn't believe how bad these people are. These aren't people. These are animals.
These are animals.
I gotta say, immigrant communities hear this as a dog whistle.
Animals. That's how the President of the United States described some who come across the border illegally.
President Trump lashing out during an immigration roundtable at the White House and stirring controversy over his harsh rhetoric toward immigrants.
Dominating the headlines on the topic after he referred to some undocumented immigrants as animals.
Wait. What was that statement he was responding to?
There can be an MS-13 gang member I know about. If they don't reach a certain threshold, I cannot tell ICE about them.
No. We have people coming into the country or trying to come in. We're stopping a lot of them. But we're taking people out of the country. You wouldn't believe how bad these people are. These aren't people. These are animals.
Oh, so he was actually responding to a statement about MS-13. Clearly, the liberal media was being sensational and misrepresenting the president's statements to deceive the uninformed and simple-minded.
So when the President of the United States says about undocumented immigrants, these aren't people, these are animals, you have to wonder, does he not believe in the spark of divinity, the dignity and worth of every person?
When does that spark of divinity start, Nancy? Maybe conception? Maybe rethink your position on giving Planned Parenthood taxpayer funds now?
We're all God's children. There's a spark of divinity in every person on earth, and that we all have to recognize that as we respect the dignity and worth of every person.
Don't try to follow your own logic, Nancy. You might not like where that leads. Which leads us to who is responsible for this grand misrepresentation. Now, if you think the liberal media would actually blame themselves, think again. They decided to blame the person they like to blame for everything. That's right. Follow this logic. They misrepresented the president's comments because it's Trump's fault.
The White House now says he was referring to the criminal immigrant gang MS-13, not to all immigrants, though he didn't say so. He certainly didn't make that clear. Whether he was talking about MS-13 or not, or all immigrants, he certainly used the animal phrase quite liberally and frequently when talking about illegal immigrants.
The reason that I feel the comments were incendiary is because he's said so many other things in the past.
Yes, it's all Trump's fault and has nothing to do with media hypocrisy.
I'm a lot more concerned of when he does things like call immigrants animals, when we start dehumanizing people. And it is a very slippery slope when you start dehumanizing people this way. It's what the Nazis did. It's what slave owners did. It's not what Americans do.
Yes, that sounds downright un-American and Nazi-esque, doesn't it, Anna Navarro? And that wraps us up this week. I'm Eric Shiner for MRC-TV. I'll see you with more wacky liberal media moments next week.